on YouTube. It shouldn't be hard to find. If you see a face that looks like mine, Evan's, and Matt's smushed together, you'll see it.
What's it called?
It's literally the Discord name.
There you go. I put it in the chat for you.
That works too.
Beautiful.
I'm also pretty sure that we are live. Gonna double check. Yes, we are. All right, ready for an intro? Here we go. Hey, I recognize that sound. I spent way too much time with that sound. All right. Oh gosh, why do I hear my own voice? No.
It's fine.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to Let's Chat episode 13. This is going to be a different one. Now, everyone's immediately first thing their thoughts is, wait a second. It is a hostile takeover today. The other two lads, Matt and Evan, are at camp. They are doing some awesome things this week. So they are unable to make it. So I have gathered Zach to join us again. And I have gathered our good friend, David Pradan. David, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yep. Hey, I'm David Pradan.
Yep.
So we are here. We are going to be playing a game of Quest. Now, for those of you who do not know what Quest is, think D&D, just a little bit more simplified and simply able to be condensed down into an hour. So I will be looking at chat. I will be seeing you all. Cryptic, I see you, man. I will be seeing you all, but I may not be able to respond as I will be DMing and trying to handle everything in the world as well as you guys. So there's the preface for today. And I think we should be good to just go right into it. Are you lads ready for this?
I'm so ready for this. The question is are you ready for this?
Never. Never.
Again, full disclosure, I made this character in 15 minutes. So
he made his in 5. He made his in 5, so
All right.
Got to get in my DM brain. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, David and anybody else, you might appreciate this. This is all my dice I've shoved into one bag.
That's so much more than me. I just had this little box.
I got like a 5-pack for like $5. It was like $1 for a full like thing of 7. So I was like, yes, please. So let's do this. All right. I have to have my mouse ready because I got some images. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the land of Dilma. Dilma is a very well-known land. It is a very well-respected land. There's a lot of sea trade. There is a lot of mountainous trade. There are also many different villages throughout this land. But this land has a couple of problems. So, these events that will be taking place today happen a full 6 years before the fall of Felix Grobibur, which, for those of us watching the stream, that was in our personal campaign with everyone else, just to help give them a frame of mind and for me to not have to try and recreate a whole nother world. So we are 6 years before the fall of Felix. The protectors are on their last legs for this stretch of time, and they're not looking too well. They're not doing too great. But if we go to Pharaoh and we head a little bit east, you'll notice that there is a little tavern right on the outskirts of town. This is where our story takes place today. In this little tavern, the tavern named the Shuddering Bone, there's a bunch of different people in there, a bunch of varieties of walks of life and different things. Some noblemen, some poor commoners, some farmers, some soldiers. Just about every walk of life you can think of kind of gathers at this tavern. There are also many different races of people that gather at this tavern. There are elves, dwarves, humans, centaurs. There's a minotaur in the back, but nobody really talks to him. There's a couple leprechauns. There's a couple gnomes. Just basically any race that you can think of, they're all gathered here. Everyone is welcome in this bar. Zach, your character is actually at the bar. Would you mind giving me your name and a physical description of your character, please?
Yeah.
I already want to murder you.
I don't know if I can do the accent. I'll be really honest with
You
you.
better. You better. That was the deal.
I'll try. Okay. All right. My name's Bailey Murray. I am a leprechaun, but a Scottish leprechaun,
Ooh.
and that's all you need to know.
So he's been there for a little bit. He's just kind of been mingling in the crowds and just, genuinely enjoying a good Thursday afternoon. David, your character is going to come through the door and kind of make a bit of a presence. Would you mind giving me the name and physical description of your character, please?
Hello. My name is Professor Zhukov Stanislav Dmitrievich the Unquestionable, but my friends call me Ziggy. I am 37 years old, I'm about 6 feet tall, devilishly handsome, but you will admit I'm a little bit, how you say, thinnish for the brown bear that I am. What is my race, you ask? It is bear. Shut up, you don't care, I don't care. I am just a bear. I'm wearing a very dark purple cloak around me. I have a stick, a good stick. Is it magic? I don't know, you don't know. Shut up.
I knew that accent was coming once I read that name. Once I read the name, I knew what was gonna happen. So Zoikov, the 6-foot bear that's kind of lanky, he kind of pushes through the tavern door. He comes in. He looks around. Then what?
I go to bar. It's a long drive.
Drive? Okay, I guess you took the train. There, sure. There is a train. That is canon. So Zoikov goes up to the bar. Let's say he's sitting a couple seats away from Bailey. Ah, God, I hate that. He's sitting a couple seats away from him. So you sit down at the bar. The bartender, not even phased. He walks up to you and he just goes, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
There are many things, small man, but first I would like the alcohols, please. I just kind of reach into my, cloak. I just kind of, clink 3, copper coins, and there's probably, a jack in there somewhere, some pocket lint, just all over the
Yeah, that happens. So the money goes on the table and he goes, "All right, coming right up." He kind of swipes the money. You don't even need to see it. It's just there and it's gone. He goes over, he starts doing some things with some tavern. He does the classic bartender thing where he's at the end of the table and you're kind of in the middle and he slides it down to you. And are you trying to stop it or are you waiting to see if it stops in front of you?
I'm waiting to see if it stops in front of me.
Fair enough. All right. So it kind of slides and it perfectly I have to roll for myself.
How good of a bartender are you?
I'm a pretty good bartender. Roll and it stops a little bit off kilter, but it's still in your vicinity. You're a bear, broad shoulders, even though you're lanky. It's still kind of there. It's there you go. He starts going back to some of the other patrons. He goes, "Hey, if you need anything, new guy, let me know, okay?"
Excellent. I kind of go back. I kind of smelling it, and I, of course, being a bear, I just immediately stick my snout in it and start licking it, like you do.
Hey, actually, it's a big enough glass for you to actually get all the way in there without there being much problem.
Yep. So I start lapping that up real quick.
Cool. Bailey, what are you doing? God, I hate it so much. You're going to make me break just on that alone.
Right. I can't remember how the accent goes.
Welcome to my pain.
I request that the bartender come here.
Aye. He works his way over and he's just like, "You need another one already."
Why, yes, another bowl of me Lucky Charms.
I already want to quit.
Kellogg's is
I
canon.
already want to quit.
Kellogg's is canon.
Kellogg's is canon? No, I don't want it to be. You were literally like scarfing down a drink with 4-leaf clovers because I refuse to make Kellogg's canon.
Darn.
Y'all already made me make freaking ointments canon, okay? I ain't about to make Kellogg's canon. So he starts filling you up again. He just goes up to the glass and he goes, "Hey, you doing okay?"
Ah, as okay as I can. It's a long day. Being a doctor
Oh.
keeps you awake at night.
You notice that I've been eyeing you down over the corner of my eye as I try to not so calmly like lick the rest of my alcohol out of my cup bowl mug thing.
Hold on, one moment. Roll. You need to roll, sir.
How subtle are you?
How does it feel?
Not subtle in any way, shape, or form.
You're basically breathing on me.
You're basically like, as you're lapping up the thing because you're a bear, you're just kind of like. And keep in mind, you're only maybe 3 seats away. There's no one in between you. It's kind of obvious who you're staring at. Bartender sits there and he's just like, one moment, all right? He goes down to, forgot your name for a second, Zoikov. I have all of your old names in my head still, and I gotta remove them. So he goes down to Zoikov, and he's just like, is there a problem here, lad?
I kind of like lean unnaturally like close over it. Be watchful, small man. There is a killer on the prowl.
I hope you understand that 95% of the people in here have at least a weapon of some shape, form, or fashion. There's plenty of killer in this tavern, good sir. You need to be a little more specific.
But this is a real killer. The capital K killer, or is it C? Capital C killer that it is.
See? What are you on about?
And someone his size would be the perfect fit, the bill for the man I'm looking for.
You know there's like 7 leprechauns in here, right?
Yes, but that one. Oh, would you look at that? There are 7 leprechauns in here. My apologies.
Racist, huh?
Have him buy drink on me. I put like 3 more copper coins and another piece of lint on the corner, almost. As if it was
the bartender looks at the money, looks over at Bailey, and he looks back at you, and he's just kind of like, meet me on the other end for a second, all right? Michaela, you are watching a quest live, by the way. Welcome to the chat. So he swipes the money instinctively. He's just like, hey, I'll get another one for you when you finish that, all right? Also, I don't know what this accent is anymore.
I follow him.
So we go down to the other side of the bar, and he sits down. He kind of like leans close to you, and he kind of like is kind of really close to you, and he's just like, what on God's green earth are you on about? I'm about to have you kicked out of this bar.
Wait.
Yo.
While you're having this conversation, I go up to the fellow leprechauns and like, listen, lads.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'll get there in a moment. I'll get there.
Okay.
Actually, you know, it might be more sense if I do this now. I'll get to Zoikov in a second. So you head over to the other leprechauns. Oi, that bear bothering you?
I think we got a wee bit of a racist here.
Aye. We just got our freedoms, aye. Leprechauns, aye. Alright. We got your back, okay? Listen, if anything happens, we got you.
Aye.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt our brother. And they kind of do like this, the arm thing where they like clasps your arm, but they're like, their arms are like this, so it's actually like really like
they're like twigs. It's like, you know, a little bit.
There's like a little like in little smack, like the barely faintest smack you can hear. So back to the bartender with Zoikov the bear. He sits there and he's just like, is there a problem here? Nope, that's the wrong accent. Is there a problem here, lad? Listen, if you keep this up, I'm gonna kick you out of here. Listen, your money's good, but your word's on.
Listen. I am here on official business. I am looking for... I like not so subtly, just like very obviously turn around. The chair almost breaks underneath me. I am looking for a serial killer. Someone who does not kill for a good coin. Someone who kills for sport. And not the fun kind. I'm concerned about the people in this tavern. If you know anything or you see anything, I reach in, I just put a piece of paper that just had Ziggy, like really crappily scribbled out on it. Say, you give me a call. I'll make sure you are duly rewarded.
He grabs the letter and he looks at it for a second and he looks around. He looks back down at the letter. He looks back at you and he goes, "You're a protector?" "No."
No, I'm Scaleborn chocolate milk salesman. Of course I'm protector.
No one will get that. I get it, but no one will get that. It's good. I like that.
I am protector, but I am also here on the official Myvisky College of Magical Arts business. I am here to make sure that serial killer kills little less serially and little more not at all. You know what I'm saying?
It took me a second to put those words in a correct sentence, but yes, I understood what you're saying. Listen, alright. You want some insight? I'm not the guy to go to. Hey, you see that Minotaur in the back? No one wants to talk to? He's sitting all by himself. You look over. There's, like, the whole room's properly lit, except for this one little corner, and it's just a Minotaur in the corner just... It's like, yeah, that guy. You see him? He knows a thing or two about what you're probably asking for. Listen, if a fight breaks out in my tavern, you owe me big time, buddy, okay?
After all this time we've known each other, minutes, you and me, you would think I would be incapable of diplomatic conversation? Not Ziggy. Don't worry, got this in the bag. Thank you, good sir. I'll take from here.
He goes back to the bar, but he keeps an eye on you at all times. Keep that in mind. So what do you do?
I would like to go over to the nice Minotaur, I guess.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, Bailey, are you doing anything?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh boy.
I go back over to the other leprechauns.
Okay, so you're still with the leprechauns.
Oh yeah, no. I'm trying to incite a race war.
Oh god.
I'm trying to get them real mad.
Okay. What are you saying to them?
Oi, lads. That bear's really giving me the bad sight.
Oi?
I was talking to a Minotaur. I don't like it.
You're gonna need to roll for me, my friend.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're not just gonna start over.
After I bought you a drink with my remaining 3 lints.
What'd you get?
Rolled a 19.
Hey, that beats the DC. They're starting to buy it. They're like, oh, talking to a Minotaur. Wait, didn't we just end that whole beef with the Minotaur? Yeah, I think we did. I don't like it either. What do you think we should do?
Listen, we have 2 options.
Okay.
But we leprechauns aren't runners.
Yeah.
I say we start flipping tables.
We can't even reach the bloody tables.
That's never stopped us before.
Yes, it has. Literally last year.
Listen, we can either stand and take all this abuse, or we can stand up for ourselves.
You hear an elf in the background like, hey, shut up.
Hey, we're not talking to you.
You're talking to me now.
Please, brothers, help me.
Roll. You had me until the tables.
18.
What?
18.
Yeah, that beats the DC. They're like, okay, brother, but like, we like the bartender. He gives us a good discount. We don't want to break his tables, you know? It's just one bear.
I'll talk to the bartender.
Okay.
What are you gonna say? Hey, can we break your table inside a leprechaun race war?
Listen.
So Bailey's heading back to the bar. Zoikov is now with the Minotaur. You sit down and you notice the moment you enter the corner, it's darker. There's just like the one light bulb isn't working. And yes, it's a light bulb. Don't challenge me on that. We already proved that electricity was real. So he's sitting there and he doesn't look up at you. He's just kind of like, yes.
Professor Zoikov Stanislav Dmitrievich the Unquestionable at your service.
I'm questioning you.
Very good. Well, I like your aesthetic. So, I've been told
Hold on. You say I like your aesthetic. You look at him more closely. You notice that one of his horns is half like broken off. The other one's just chipped, and he's just covered, like caked in yum cakes. For those of you wondering what the heck a yum cake looks like,
Oh no.
here is a picture of a yum cake.
Why?
I've now broken the internet. You're welcome.
Sentient treat.
They are sentient treats that when they die they become normal treats. But he's just covered in these things. So you notice that and he's just like, yes. What do you want?
A friend of a friend of a friend of my nephew's cousin's counselor tells me that
Oh
you
my
might
god, get
know-
on with it.
You might know something about the
Do you make that sound? Do you make that sound in character? Just the.
Yes.
Okay. So if I do, what do you want to know?
Well, it is in the good interest of our wonderful society to stop them from happening.
I hate
Is
society.
that too much money? I'm mostly involved in the reward for killing him.
Fair enough. You split it with me? I'll give you some info.
70-30. I'm the one who actually has to get my furrow minged.
Fair enough. 70-30 it is.
Alright. What do you know?
Well, you were close. But you might want to act quick. You may or may not have caused a little bit of a scene, and well, you might be paying for it, just say. Oh yeah, also, he's been claiming to be a doctor of some kind, but like, he's not a doctor. He took...
Wait, are we talking about the murderer or that little guy? I gesture over to you.
He doesn't
At this
answer.
point,
He doesn't
I'm
answer
standing.
that, and he goes, "You got to be smart enough to figure that one out, man."
At this point, I'm standing on the bar, getting the bartender's attention.
Harsh cut to that. You want another one already?
Every time I need to remember what a Scottish accent sounds like.
Just think Braveheart.
See Braveheart? We'll get into that later.
We'll get into that later. Hold on. Scottish. It's big and nice and gruff.
Listen, these leprechauns are getting real upset about that bear over there. I'm trying to subdue it the best I can, but I can't promise anything. I'm telling you this as your friend, as someone who enjoys this bar. If you don't take care, there's about to be a fight.
Sir, I have one question for you.
Yes.
You've been here for a half an hour. I barely even know you. I've known those leprechauns for years now. They ain't gonna win a fight. They're not gonna do nothing. I'm pretty sure you're the instigator here.
No.
That's a roll.
Absolutely, that's a roll. I hope I roll high.
That's a roll, sir.
16?
Nope.
Seriously? Frick.
It was the DC to beat was 17.
I would like to walk over to him now after nodding.
At this point, yes. At this point, you're going to walk back over to the bar, and he's just like, "Now, you two, I don't know what problem you got going on here. I don't know what things you got to handle with yourself. If you came in with beef or you're going out with beef. But I don't care. You get to scuttle whatever you need to do. Whoever wins owes me whatever. If you do any damages, I don't care. Figure it out. He kind of like, he goes in the back room. He's done.
We just drove this guy out of his business.
Oh no, he's in the back room and you hear like shelves shaking and he's just like, come on, it was just a little Thursday. Normally these issues happen on Sunday night, and then you can't hear him anymore. He's just gone further into the back.
Hello, small one.
You notice the entire bar is just kind of like silent watching. As there's no way either of you were quiet about any of the things that you have done so far.
No way.
Hello, my name is Professor Zoikov Stanislav Dmitrovich the Unquestionable, at your service.
I'm not even gonna pretend that I paid attention to what you just said.
So, little question. How many people have you serially murdered in the last couple days?
Murder? I'm a doctor.
Oh, you're a man of science, are you? Tell me, where did you do your studies?
I studied under the great... Hold on, let me look something up.
Oh, you best be prepared to roll for this. That's all I gotta say.
I got it. No, I couldn't remember the name of
I don't care.
of our character.
I don't care. I don't care, dude. I was gonna make you roll for it either way.
Bet. So
Wait, if it's one of your characters, that's not gonna make any sense. But
no,
proceed.
one of the other characters.
Okay.
There was a character from one of the things. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
I swear to God.
I started under a great man who has quite the affinity for cows.
I hate you so much.
In case for anyone watching the stream, in our game we played, there was a man who was going around murdering cows. I mean, murdering hundreds of
Thousands.
cows. It was just brutal. Caused a whole cow shortage.
The Moo
This
Murderer.
is unlocking the backstory. But anyway,
Was
I have
there
to roll
another
for that.
race war between two other species, you know?
Do you believe that I trained?
That ensues?
That we don't
believe-
talk about that day.
Do I just have to roll, or do we both have to roll? Because maybe he's just really stupid. What
You
if
know
he
what?
rolls low?
Both of you roll. Whoever rolls higher is what's getting it.
To see if I buy it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, how dumb are you? Ooh.
I got 17.
I got 17.
What do I gotta roll now? Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we'll let Bailey do it.
Oh yes,
Let's roll a 17.
what does that mean?
So I rolled 2 d20s, one for each of you. Right?
Yeah,
Right.
they both 17s.
No.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna lose my mind.
No, it's worse. So Zoikov is believing it full-heartedly because he rolled a nat 1. And it doesn't matter. It does not matter what Bailey is because it was higher than a nat 1. And so
It is finally good to meet another esteemed colleague in the field of the natural sciences. So, tell me, as a doctor, have you heard anything about the killings?
Heard a little bit. I choose to stay out of politics, though.
It is not so much as politics as a civilian is systematically murdering people around us consistently.
Nah, but all murders have a motive. Generally politically motivated.
real
I
quick,
do not believe so.
I need both of you to roll a d20 for something, but you're not going to know what it is quite yet.
Oh, good. I'm gonna roll low. My luck's gonna run out. 14.
Okay. Well, all right. Please proceed.
What was? Okay.
You'll find out in a second if we get there.
I believe it was your turn to speak. David,
To do what?
you're speaking.
You're
We're having a
continuing.
conversation.
You're
I
continuing
just
the
finished
conversation.
talking.
This was for DM stuff. I needed this for
Okay.
later.
I was like, okay. Well, I am going on quest to find it and stop it. And you seem, how you say, angry all the time for no reason. I think you would make wonderful comrade on dangerous quest.
Unfortunately, I have my practice to take care of.
Oh, but listen, it would be terrible if you could not do your practice because everyone dead because you let Killer go. Fine, be your way. Be of all difficult. I have no time for you, little man.
People dying is more business for me.
I start
That-
to head.
That's a roll. I'm sorry.
I absolutely expected that.
That one's a roll.
Oh god.
What'd you
You
get?
know, I said my luck was gonna run out.
Yeah, it just did.
It ran way out.
What'd you get? Zoikov, you hear him say, "Killing is good for my business," and you immediately stop and go, "Wait a minute."
In that
Wait
moment,
a minute.
can I grab a bottle and bash it over his head?
Yeah, but you're gonna roll to see what actually happens.
Yeah, that's fine. Nice, a 19.
You hit him. How much damage does a bottle of alcohol do to a bear?
To a bear.
I'm gonna say like 0.5 HP. Like you.
That's fine.
So, when the bottle smashes, right? Zoikov, you kind of look back to the door and you go, "I found him, brothers." 3 of your bear companions come into the room,
That's very not good.
but remember I told you needed to roll to see who would roll better? As they enter the room, they all stand up, and now it's like a standoff. It's like 4 bears and a leprechaun. And the leprechaun's just not taking it, like he's standing his ground. An elf comes between the leprechaun and the bears. Another leprechaun comes up behind him wielding his sword. What else did I write? A dwarf grabs his hammer and stands next to the leprechaun. And the Minotaur gets out of the thing, stands behind the leprechaun, looks at Zoikov and goes, "You're an idiot."
I am starting a war.
So, I need both of you two to roll for initiative.
Rad.
And I also,
What about-
if you want, I'm going to need names for these people because I did not come up with them. I figured
What
if you
about
wanted
my
to.
leprechaun friends?
Hold on. Sorry. What? You want to try that one again?
Allow me to introduce you to my friends. Yiggy, Jiggy, and Iggy.
Okay, thank you.
What happened to all my leprechaun friends?
They, one of them is standing there and he looks at you and he deadpan goes, they've fled.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just us two now.
The leprechaun is named Steven.
Okay, one moment.
The
Okay, cool. The elf?
dwarf
Or the dwarf?
The dwarf is named Jaeger.
I love it.
The elf is named Sven.
Okay.
And the Minotaur is named Bob.
Of course, that's actually probably what I was going to say anyway, so.
Bob the Minotaur.
All right, now both of you roll for initiative, and what'd you get?
12.
14.
Okay. Oh, boy. Soy. I'm just putting Z. I'm
Now-
not writing the full thing.
What does David count as? A commoner or minion?
Technically, no, and neither do you.
Well, what is he then?
I am
Ah.
Baird.
Can't really answer that.
I'm a bear.
Can't really answer that.
Well, but if he's a like,
This
He's
is PvP.
I don't know
basically.
what my abilities will do to him.
You find out. I had a plan for that. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. Yiggy is going first. So, Yiggy is going to be standing there, and they don't talk. These bears don't actually speak. They just roar.
Magic College of Bears are angry.
So Yiggy is going to go probably right for the elf. So he's probably going right for Sven. He is not going for Sven. He kind of like slashes at Sven because he has a sword, but like the claw is just easy. So he's going for the claw, and Sven legit just like does one of these with his bracers, just and like denies him from hitting him. He kind of looks back at the leprechaun and he just does this. Then Steven is going to go. Yeah, I have to do so many. I have to do 7 characters.
Get it, Steven.
Steven's gonna go. He's going to go for Yiggy. He is not going for Yiggy. That bracer actually, it hurt a lot, but he didn't want to show, so he's just kind of like, I got this, guys. And he just kind of just like amping himself up, but he's just like, his wrist is like, ow.
Whose turn is it now?
So I said Sven went. Now it's Steven. So Steven the leprechaun is gonna go. He has a sword to him, but it's actually a dagger. He's just gonna go straight for Iggy, because he's on the right. So Iggy's just gonna flying leprechaun maneuver. Oh my god, that hits. So I like in my brain I like to picture it like Steven just kind of like charges up and like climbs up the thing and just kind of like in the neck of Iggy just and it's just like not too much damage, but it hurts. It doesn't feel good. You're at that. So now it is going to be I hate saying this. It's going to be Bailey's turn. I hate it so much.
So two questions. One, do I have a weapon?
Sure.
Because we never established that. Do I have like a weapon on me?
I have sick. I established this.
He established he has a sick. I'm going to say you have a dagger because like you have doctor's tools and different things. So I'm assuming you have like a dagger hidden in your thing.
Okay. So doesn't matter for what I'm going to do. Also, how close am I to
There's an elf between you. There's an elf between you.
Because I want to go and touch David.
I mean, technically you still can just go through the legs of just like in between the space of the legs.
So I'm gonna touch him and I'm gonna perform knocks.
Okay.
1 AP, and it gives him a combination of these effects for the next hour, and I can choose 3 of them from a list.
Oh boy. Don't tell me the whole list, just tell me the 3 that you pick.
No, absolutely. The 3 that I'm going to pick are laughter, hysterically laughing, you're disoriented, and you have horrible concentration.
So basically you're rolling with disadvantage, and you're just now a giggly bear.
Well, now you're really going to like this, because I'm going to cast Reflect.
Can you do that off turn?
Oh.
You produce a counterspell reflecting a spell that targets you. You must declare that you are reflecting the spell as soon as the guide says that you're being targeted by the spell.
Yeah, you're being targeted.
I still have to roll a dice. Okay, I'm just reading you what it says, okay?
Okay.
11 to 20, you get hit by my spell, by the spell that you just cast.
Oh.
6 to 10, it still misses me, but reflects and hits someone else.
Oh gosh. I gotta get the dice ready.
Or 1 to 5, it reflects off of me, but hits one of my allies.
Can you do that all the time? Does this cost anything?
It costs me AP.
It costs an AP, I think, but he can technically do it whenever.
Well, crap.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 2. So it's not gonna hit me, but it's gonna hit one of my bear friends.
All right,
it's
1
to 5 hit you. I'm confused. Didn't 1 to
That-
5 hit you?
1 to 5, the spell reflects off of you, but hits a nearby party member.
It hits an ally.
Party
It hits an
member,
ally.
Different bear.
So it's going. I rolled to see who it was going for. Iggy now has a leprechaun on his back, and is just like completely disorientated. He has no idea. He is laughing so hard, and it's like,
And he
for
can't
those of you,
concentrate.
he has no idea what's happening. Like, he wasn't concentrating well before, but now he's not concentrating well at all. He's rolling with disadvantage. Zorkov, it's your turn.
That would have been beautiful if I could have landed that.
Zorkov,
I'm
it's
so
your
mad.
turn. What's the bear gonna do?
My turn.
Yep.
What's the plan?
All right, bear.
I'm going. Oh gosh. I am
I'm
going
still
to
behind.
cast Amplified Magic Strike on small friend in front of me.
Technically, the elf is still. in
You're
front
gonna
of
have
you.
to
I
go
just
for
reached
the.
underneath
He
you.
100% went like this, like crouched down, and went in, and just kind of like touched your leg. Also, hello from Russia. Please do not be offended by his accent. That's all I gotta say.
Great.
So
Yeah,
technically
guided
you're going
pressure,
to for.
David.
Technically
It
you're
is
going
just
for.
guaranteed for the 4 damage.
So the elf is taking 4 damage, basically.
Oh no, he is.
No, well, it says in front of you. So technically, the way it's lined up is the elf is in front of you. He's kind of underneath the elf.
I'm a big old
Ah.
baby.
Then yes, I hit the elf.
Okay, you're hitting him for 4 damage.
Yes.
Oh, he's not looking good.
Well,
Yeah, he's not looking good at all.
Well, now they have the stupid deflect nonsense.
So Yiggy or Jiggy, it's like the J one. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, but that one, he's going. Sorry, she's going. The only female bear of the group. So she's going. She's gonna finish off the elf and just kind of destroy him.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that happens.
you started this moment.
So she's a fighter, so she actually has a maul, and she's just gonna kind of clunk, and the elf just falls over. There's no more elf. The elf is fallen. You can hear the barkeep in the background just, come on. Minotaur Bob is gonna go. Minotaur Bob is actually going to rush. Yeah, screw it. He's gonna rush Zoikov. He's going straight for Zoikov. Yeah,
Don't
that
have to be
hits.
slow, man.
So he's just rushing towards you, and he's just kind of like plow his head into you. You're gonna take 2 HP.
Oof. Oof.
Jaeger the dwarf. Freaking names, dude. Jaeger the dwarf is gonna go. He is. What's he want to do?
Also, David.
You want him to hit David?
Yeah.
He's actually.
I'm gonna die.
He's
I know,
actually.
that's why I'm afraid.
He's. One of y'all's gonna die. I just don't know who. That's kind of how this one was planned to go.
Dang it.
Technically. Okay, so Jaeger the dwarf is going to be rushing Iggy, the one who's laughing hysterically, and has Steven the leprechaun on his back with a dagger still in him. He's just gonna go for a kneecap. Just gonna go for a good old kneecap. He's not going for a kneecap. He kind of is distracted by the fact that he's never seen a bear laugh that hard or ever. And he's just like, he legit looks at Bailey the leprechaun and goes, is that normal? I've never seen that before. And we're gonna go back up to the. Oh, sorry, no, the laughing boy's turn now. He rolls
Ooh.
with disadvantage.
Oh, what if he rolls a 1 and like bashes David over the back of the head?
Iggy is going to go, and he's still just like. And Steven's just like on his back, like, would you shut up and die? Rolls with this. Oh, you are the worst. He rolled a 20, but his other die was a 4. So
I'm so mad that my reflect didn't get you.
he's just like.
I'm so upset about that.
He's
That
just-
would've been so good.
He's just
We
like
were
this.
deciding, I'm like, yes, tell me more.
He just is like spinning. He's just like.
Okay, buddy, we need to help you.
Yiggy is going to go. I need my Yiggy dice.
Oh, no.
He's gonna try and just smack this leprechaun on the ground and try and knock him halfway across the map or something. Yeah, that hits. So Yiggy has a sword, and he's just straight up going and just slashes at Bailey the leprechaun. And you sir are gonna take 2 HP. Steven is gonna go. He's just gonna go for another stab. Try and
I like it.
end this poor bear.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna do pretty well. He just takes his dagger back out, rotates it around to kind of clean it off a bit, and then like switches sides and goes in on the other side.
Giggy!
Iggy is not doing well.
No! Oh.
Yeah, Bailey the leprechaun, it's your turn.
Yeah, all right.
Come here, snowman.
I knew I should have made one of you a fighter.
Cast this spell. I bear it.
I bear it.
Is a curse technically a spell?
Yes.
Crap.
Yes.
I can see how close you were saying.
I don't know how
no.
expensive this
I
is.
had to genuinely think about it though. If it's a free AP, I'll say yeah, it is a spell. If it's like
free, it'll.
if it's free, it's a spell. If it's more than 3 AP to cast, it's not a spell just because I want to see it happen.
Oh,
How much AP is it?
well.
Oh, it
see,
should be
now I
like
have
2.
options, is what you just did.
But
No.
that's so
Just
cheating.
that only applies to that one.
If this affects you not doing that, I really only have the AP to cast it one more time, and I don't even know if I will because it's expensive. I just wanted to do that the first time, and I'm so mad that it.
So basically,
I
he's
want.
saying
If
you're
it's gonna hurt
fine.
me, I can pass it back, but it costs me 3 AP to reflect.
So basically, you'll only get 10 AP, so it's not worth it for him to do it again.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless it's
Right.
something that's gonna like wreck me. So I have to save the
Well-
rest of the AP that I have for just straight up destroying you with missiles. So
What's up, Danny? Welcome from Colorado. Wow. Hello. Welcome to Quest.
Oh,
We're in the middle of a PvP fight.
he turned me against my friend. Just kidding. He was never my friend.
He was-
never liked. the
He
look of
never
me.
liked either of you. He didn't like any of you.
Okay,
Alright, what you gonna do?
I'm going to. Okay, I'm thinking. Sorry, I didn't know I was gonna get this answer. I expected to be told to f off. To be honest with you, so
It's
I'm
close,
trying to
but
think.
listen, I can only control what he can do.
Okay, I'm gonna try something,
Oh,
and it'll
no.
either work or be a disaster.
Alright, just remember you gotta roll for it, so let's see.
But I don't have to roll for it.
You might, depending on what it is. If it's a spell, but you have to do something with it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna touch David again because there's
Okay.
a lot of touching involved with my character.
You're going right for Zoikov.
Touch
I'm
like
gonna missile you in the face after this. So hard.
and I have a spell called Genesis Command,
No.
which means
I'm sorry, what?
you touch a creature, reversing or accelerating its development to a stage of life of your choosing. For example, you can revert an adult into a child, giving it the opportunity to grow up again. The creature retains all its memories unless you revert it to infancy.
I'm gonna cast no on Now listen, I say that, but that is legitimately a counter spell from my book. It's just called
No.
What is
in the tree.
It's literally just a counter spell. It says, nope.
It literally is called no. Here's what it says. By uttering the word no, you attempt to neutralize a spell as you see someone casting nearby.
Yeah.
It does say attempt.
So
And so the way that it works is it's pretty much the same thing, but only this is just the less AP version, so it has no potential to reflect.
So you had to
It's
roll
just-
for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I
it's
do.
Same thing. 11
Okay.
or higher, it's just canceled. Anything below that, it hits another creature behind you, so it can still bounce off, or I accidentally amplify the effect, doubling its effect.
There's no one behind you. There's no one behind you right now.
7.
So someone behind you?
Yes.
Oh, poor Iggy.
No one behind me.
Oh, poor Iggy.
No, actually, I'm sorry. I misspoke. That's what I was writing all of my notes down. 6 to 10. The spell misses and hits another nearby creature or target. So this would just be random. It doesn't specify my side, but just I'm assuming the next closest creature.
Which is the bears, isn't it? You killed the elf.
So the spell gets cast, and you just see this bear just go, no. And it goes through him, and there's just a pangolian creature walking outside. He's just like minding his own business. He gets zapped with it, and all of a sudden it's a baby. There's just a baby pangolian creature
Oh, no.
outside.
I get to pick if
Oh,
it becomes
cool.
a baby
What-
or an old man.
What is it? Tell me.
How old is it?
Average, like, for a pangolian creature, average, so like 40 to 50.
I'm gonna bring it back to its prime.
So 40 to 50.
Aw.
Nah, even a little bit
Bloody
before.
serial killer.
Like,
So like 20.
yeah, he's gonna be 20.
So you basically you hit this thing, and I'm gonna do an inside joke just because it has to fit. You hit this thing, it goes back to being 20 years old, and it's just kind of like, huh, I guess I'm gonna go get me some chocolate milk now. And he like hightails it off.
No. No.
6 years before, it fits.
That's it. It's a cultural thing.
It is a cultural thing. He is not wrong.
Alright.
So yeah, that happens. Cool. Zoikov, it's your turn. Have
I'm
at.
running low on AP, but I still have enough for like 2 more tricks.
It's your turn, so have at. See what happens.
You know magic missile? I do it to him. I can
If I
see
just
him,
say no.
guaranteed 4 damage.
Yeah, you
What
see
if
him.
I just say no?
I don't think
I can't do anything about it. If I can say no.
you can say no. It's still gonna hit you in the face.
Yes. Magic strike. You overload the so it must be hold it a pointing object like a staff or a sword. I point it, I shoot a simmering missile of force straight towards the target I can see, overloading it and hitting it for 4 damage without rolling the die.
Yeah, that's 4. That's
So
4.
I just like after like deflecting 2 of these spells and like a random old guy outside, I just hear him celebrating like, no, enough for the games. I like very unnecessarily spin it around, like almost drop it, pick it up again.
I almost want to make you roll to see about spinning it. You're gonna cast it fine, but I almost want to make you roll for spinning it, but I won't.
What if he gets a 1 and stabs himself?
That's why I'm not.
Darn it.
All right,
I
Jiggy.
rolled
Speedy,
terribly
man.
enough.
Jiggy's turn. I don't remember where Jiggy's at. Oh, Jiggy's on the other side of Zoikov. Oh.
I only have 3 AP left, guys.
Oh. Oh no. Jaeger's
Good
getting punted. And I mean quite literally, like Jiggy's going up to him, picking him up like a football, drops him and punts him into the wall. And now Jaeger is he's kind of stuck in the wall. He's not going to be able to participate anymore. Yeah, I rolled a nat 20, by the way.
Great.
This is the first time any of your bears have rolled really well.
Praise the Lord. Ha ha! It is vengeance time.
Minotaur Bob, his turn. I like how that's his official title now. Just Minotaur Bob. Minotaur Bob isn't going to do anything. He's just kind of like, he's tired now. He's just like,
Everyone sucks.
So we're the only ones doing damage, and all
I know,
I've done
everyone else is
to other
trash,
people around me.
Iggy's not looking good. He's still like
Tears are streaming down his face. Not good tears.
and this sucker lasts for an hour, so he still rolls with disadvantage, but he's gonna try and get Steven the Leprechaun, who hasn't taken damage, off him. Oh yeah, he's gonna do that. So he just kind of like slashes up, kind of into like the fit of laughter. He still has no idea what's happening. He slashes up, and Steven gets launched off him, and now he's on the ground. And Steven's not looking too good. Yeah, he's not looking too good. Back up at the top, Yiggy's gonna go.
Love that guy. Love that guy.
You don't love that guy. Yiggy sees the Pangolian creature age backwards, looks back at the leprechaun on the ground, and just runs. Just hightails it out of there.
He ditched you.
Yiggy is gone.
Sucks.
Yiggy, I will have your claws for this.
All you hear from the running is just like the sassiest growl you can think of.
I will have your academic certificate. Why do we give that to bears?
Yeah, so there goes the only female of the group. Good job, guys.
Great.
Well,
Misogynists.
Steven's pained. He's not going to do anything, so that brings us back to Bailey the Leprechaun.
I'm gonna cast one more thing.
Please
Jesus.
no, I can't do anything about it.
I'm
too
going
poor.
to afflict him.
Please stop. Help me, goodness. I will just use my last 2 AP to just shoot you in the face again.
His extremities
No,
become swollen and
I love
painful.
those.
They are unable to wield weapons effectively.
Does that apply to commoners or anything, or is it just a general?
It just says creature.
Okay, fair enough. That
I am a
happens.
creature.
You are
I
a
have to
bear.
roll. I have to roll.
Oh.
If I fail, the affliction becomes contagious, rapidly spreading to anyone that creature touches. Or touches them. If it's a catastrophe, it also casts on me.
Oh. Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, if you screw it up, who's going on? Because I just rolled for that. It's a catastrophe.
How's a
Please
9?
roll low.
How's a
Please bomb
9?
it. I bombed all of my reflect spells.
A 9? Yeah, Minotaur Bob is in pain now.
Well, wait, no, I don't miss.
Oh, wait, sorry. What happens with a 9?
I inflict him. Well, if it failed, I inflict David, but he's now hyper contagious. So anything he touches or anyone that touches him also becomes afflicted.
You've basically just made a rabid bear. That's all you've done.
Doesn't
So I
cause
can't
any.
use my limbs, right?
It's just in
Oh,
your
yeah.
limbs. Yeah.
They've become swollen and painful.
I feel
Got it.
like he doesn't notice because he's so like lean and he's just like, I have muscles now. I am strong.
Swole. Ziggy is swole.
It's also very painful.
I mean, does he take damage?
No, it just feels painful.
He
That's
probably
why
like, but
can't-
no, I'm trying to picture the character, and he's just like, to him, he's probably just like, this is what swole feels like.
It hurts. I don't know what this feels like. Never had been strong.
Yeah. So Ziggy, your turn.
I'm gonna not know any better because here's a question. Do I hurt so badly that I drop my staff? Because that means that I can't cast my super powerful stab you again move.
You
I can still
cannot
cast the
wield it.
normal stuff.
You cannot wield any weapons effectively.
So that would be a no.
You can you're still holding it, so technically you can still cast your spell because you're not swinging him
Will the
with it.
spell? Yeah, but you're using the weapon in some fashion.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Here's the thing, though, because I know that whether I do I'll put it this way, I'll play fair. I'm not going to be able to cast my 4 damage guaranteed one because I have just enough left for it. But obviously I probably could still I can still do magic because I'm still a wizard.
Sure.
Yes.
And I'm still a bear. My 2 favorite effect. That's my character. So I'm going to try to grapple him and send him in the face.
Okay. Roll. How much damage does a bear claw do?
17.
Yeah, that's 3 damage to the face.
And I'm touching him, aren't I?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I have the same problem.
You have the same problem now. But you
So
haven't wielded a weapon once. The only things you've done is touch. Touch.
That's all I do.
So right now I'm on you, literally trying to eat you. I'm not stopping at one bite. I get a good bite in, but I'm trying to consume this leprechaun.
So I took 3 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you still alive? You still good?
Yeah, I have 1 health.
By my calculation, he is not looking good.
Woo!
How much health do you have, David?
7.5.
Yeah, I forgot about the
die.
0.5, yeah.
Did I get down to half damage when you hit me with the bottle?
Because there's this
Bob comes out here.
So Jiggy is going to go now.
Oh, good.
No, he's not.
I'm going to eat you. That's my whole motivation now.
Minotaur Bob's gonna go now. No, he's not. He rolled a nat 1. Minotaur Bob looks at the way the fight's going, goes back over to his table, scarfs down a yum cake, and is just like, He's not getting back up for a while. Iggy is still holding on.
I love this man. He's
Iggy's not attacking. He's just he's like freaking out.
Brave adventurers guild
right there. Steven is gonna go.
Whose turn is it?
Steven. Hey Ziggy.
Yep.
You got a dagger in your side, and you're taking 2 damage.
Oof.
I have an argument.
Oh.
I am a doctor.
Okay.
You said I had my stuff.
Cool.
A doctor would have some form of healing equipment.
You would be correct until you said you studied under the cow murderer. You have no healing ointments of any kind.
You have cow-killing things that kill cows and people faster.
Those are the types of instruments you have.
Crap.
I would have given it to you had you not said that.
Worth a shot.
The doctor class, though, do you not have any self-healing abilities?
You can. I just chose not to.
Which honestly really scarily fits the character.
I know.
And by the way, Bailey, do you remember how I was telling you I was between 2 abilities?
Yeah.
The reflect ability was the one that I almost didn't pick.
I'm glad you did, because it's ending pretty well for you. But Bailey the Leprechaun, what are you doing?
I let you surrender now, little man. Surrender now, or face the wrath of my arm.
All of your arms are just pain. Oh yeah, also Steven's pains are now, his arms are very painful now too.
Surrender.
You're limped.
I'll give you one last chance.
Effective, but I'm gonna try to stab him in the face anyway.
Okay. You're rolling.
It is an opportune time. I am trying to eat him.
What?
What'd you get?
I rolled a 20.
Yep, that's gonna be 2 damage.
Yeah. And now I imagine you stood up a bit when you got stabbed in the side. You're like, ah.
Yeah.
So
probably.
It's you probably had it was probably a, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was right in the neck.
And like that, I am now down to 3.5 hit
But
points.
I'm on my
And just like that, it's
I'm
your turn, and I have a feeling you could probably end this in 1 turn.
You're probably going to end this, unless you roll really badly.
So I don't have enough AP to cast my guaranteed hit. which means
Oh, yeah, heart of the
only
dice.
thing I can do that does damage. Hold on, let me just make sure.
Tyler Janino, welcome, good sir.
Hit me with a stick.
Hit me with a stick.
Okay, I have a question, because this is kind of like the final move, pass or fail. So you're the one who has to allow this or not. And I had this in mind when I picked this ability. So I have Blink. That is the only ability that I have that only costs me 1 AP, which is all that I have left.
Okay.
Which is your very simple, you teleport to a location of your choice nearby. You vanish, leaving behind a gentle gust of wind, and then instantaneously reappear nearby.
Okay.
I would like to teleport inside of him.
See,
Ant-Man me?
see, here's the problem I have with that. You're a 6-foot-tall bear. He is a 3-foot-tall leprechaun.
So
I
just
don't
go
think
where the
I don't think the physics would work that way unless you're teleporting above him and going down and squishing him.
Let's go for that.
Okay. So you're gonna teleport above him and you're gonna squish him, and I need you to roll.
Here comes Ziggy. 13?
Yep, that actually hits.
Fate. Maybe I can move.
Yeah. Nope.
How much damage is that? That would classify as a standard attack
Doesn't matter.
in my
I have
mind.
1 HP.
Yeah, you're killing him, by the way. You're just straight up killing him.
Yeah. Do
So
you have anything that can refute me teleporting myself above you and then dropping the
I
weight
don't
of
think
the
you
bear
do.
on you?
I don't think you do.
What would I do? What would I possibly do other than move? Like,
The problem is he's
I
a
don't know
6-foot-tall
if
bear.
any of themselves.
Yeah, so it happens. Ziggy
I gave you a
teleports.
chance to surrender.
Ziggy teleports
And you
above
stabbed
him.
me in the face.
absolutely.
Ziggy-
That's what my character would have done.
Ziggy teleports above him, lands on Bailey the leprechaun, smushing him.
Oh,
Oh?
Oh, what? What?
No, please proceed.
Do it.
no. I expect him to kill me, but I want to have a dying word.
Oh no, you will. Oh no, you will.
Go for it.
So he lands on the ground, and you look up at him, and you're about to die, and you look up at him and you say,
I may die, but just know the cow murders will continue.
I swear to God.
My legacy will be remembered.
You see an elf scamper out the back as quick as he possibly can.
No!
And
Does
as
he take his bag of tools?
yeah, he goes over, takes his bag of tools and a book.
No.
They
Father?
My legacy will follow.
the elf runs out, and the bears are standing there. The fight is over. The bears stand there. And as they're standing there, the bartender comes out and goes, "The last protectors are nothing anymore. Get out of my bar. Get out of my tavern. I got things to clean up. Screw your protectors guild. No one cares about y'all anymore. Listen, I got this new shipment from a guy named Felix. Listen, everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. We don't need you all anymore. So you bears get out of here, all right?"
I kind of scrape the body up.
Oh. Yeah, okay. As the bears...
My dear brothers, we must go reprimand Iggy. Coward.
Iggy is still... And as the bears leave, we pan out of Dilma
Wow.
to see the last protectors of Venera. Thank you all for joining the live stream. This was a bit of a different one, but I hope you all
Well-
enjoyed it. Thank you, David. Thank you, Zach, for joining us today. David,
Sorry,
Zach, is
thank you,
there...
Zach.
It was a beautiful disaster.
It was. David, Zach, is there anywhere that they can find you guys or they can follow you at? Or
Once again. Oh, buy the shirt that has me on it.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have merch.
Buy the hostile takeover shirt.
Counter that. Yep.
Definitely. It's a cool shirt. I like it a lot. Okay, cool. So if there's nothing else, thank you guys for watching. We will see you all in the next stream. For me, I'm streaming tomorrow at 7 probably. See you there.